块，这边就是那个白色那一大片啊，会让各位在这边。这里呢就是剧院啊，剧院。那从这里走到这里呢，脚程快一点20分钟，慢一点可能半小时或40分钟。One way 啊，你们。
Number 14 is gymnasium school, where the prince and princess used to train to be good fighters.
那这边呢，是剧场，然后呢 ，Where is Apollo?
Apollo number 10.
10号，number 10号有阿波罗神殿。那讲到阿波罗，就是讲到希腊神话。希腊神话众神之神就是宙斯哈。那还会讲到雅典娜，也会讲到阿波罗。这咱拢无熟哈。
有读过啦，未记
有读过啊，我无读过哈。
有啦，迄有古早时代。
古早时代，我跟你不同时代。OK。
North Gate, off into Necropolis. What is Necropolis? Graveyards. There are many sarcophagus from Hellenistic and Roman period. And after that, remember Christianity arrived. And at the beginning, citizens of Hierapolis, they didn't accept Christianity. And there was a saint, he was killed, Saint Philip. Saint Philip. First, they killed him, and then they decide to pray for him. And after saying, this is, yeah, I know, ridiculous, but this is real. Number 16, I would like to see number 16. Over there. There is a church and there is a shrine of Saint Philip in this place. And I remember the Orthodox Christian, they come to Turkey.
是在罗马时代还是被视为异教徒，所以都常常有一些人被迫害，被杀死。然后当他们呢已经归正，变成一个正式的一个宗教，甚至在君士坦丁大帝的时候，他把它变成国教了哈。所以呢，这些人被杀死的就变成圣人了哈。OK， 好。
I would like to show you last thing. This is Agora. Agora was like today's public bazaar. Agora. State bazaar.
Agora 的意思就是菜奇亚，市集啊，就是阿哥达。我们不是有一个地方中心吗？
对的，阿哥达哦，对对对，那个。
门前的暖和香气扑鼻，迷人风景如画的美，在这里欢笑流连忘返。
I recommend them walking from the other side, nearby Cleopatra Port.
看是不远，你可以脚程快的话20分钟吧。行，
不是这样子过去就到了。
斜走捷径过去。
浴室哈，他们以前是公共澡堂的哈。这里浴室，还是看得到的。对，你看都好吃的。希腊式的，这是罗马是承袭这个希腊，所以它到罗马时代就变成了这个。
The column, the whitish column. This is the temple of Apollo.
那你看到那边有个白色的两个门，那个就是阿波罗神殿的遗址哈。那个
白白的，
那两个左边吊车
才旁边那个有一点就像小小的像拱门一样，小小的。
拱门一样，那个是阿波罗神殿。
光映照我们的脸庞，细雨凝念心灵相通，在面包里爱明灭，纯白的雪，温暖的街，绽放的花朵浪漫一眼，幸福的笑声回荡耳边，在这城堡我们的家园。 里的每个瞬间，都是梦里没有的美景。这里的温暖和甜蜜，让心融化，来自不曾离开。
Snowy white cascades fold in Pamukkale's embrace of old. Water's warmth in ancient haze, touching sights in azure days. Marvel falls like gravity, salt sweet grip on travertine. Each step whispers history in these lands of evergreen. Turquoise dreams and marble gleams, Pamukkale's magic weaves its themes. Nature's art in pure white streams, forever held in light soft beams. Ancient ruins near the springs echo tales of bygone kings. Every glance a tale begins, as heartstrings dance like violin strings. Air so crisp it hugs the soul, standing on this long treasured knoll. Each view a living scroll, as endless horizons roll. Golden sun melts into night, casting shades on endless white. In this silent, tranquil light, dreams ascend to endless height. Snowy white cascades fold in Pamukkale's embrace of old. Water There's warmth in ancient haze, touching sights in azure days. Marvel falls like gravity, salt sweet grip on travertine. Each step whispers history. In these lands of evergreen, turquoise dreams and